Hi, welcome back to Small Talk Queens, episode 74. I'm Megan.
I'm Kelly.
Sorry,
that was not me.
I just knocked the fucking table and it.
Not me.
Oh, plug it in.
Oh,
Christ.
the plugging.
I can't. The
plugging.
For fuck's sake. Without the whole thing. Okay.
The plugging. Are we still in?
We're in. Okay. So, episode 74. If you're new, welcome and thank you for tuning in. And if you don't like swear words and you're easily offended, then please tune the fuck out and don't tell us about it. And thank you and goodbye and welcome for those of you that are sticking around and don't mind the language.
Yeah.
I mean, we're real. We bring it to you real.
Yeah. It's like those, we should have that E put on that for explicit or whatever, like they do on record albums.
I know.
Or whatever.
There's so many things that I just don't know how to do.
No, I'm not even saying we should really do that. Like I was just joking.
Well,
but
when
we should come
I
with
post these, I post it so you can post private or public. So I do public, and then the next question is made for children, not made for children. So not made for children. And not that we're ever talking about like a bunch of rude sex shit or anything. I mean, we make some the occasional innuendo, but
the language.
I mean, not that kids also. I mean, my kindergartners used to fucking swear. I mean, but it's the world we live in today.
Everybody swears sometimes.
Everybody swears sometimes. I like the reference. Anyway, so episode
Everybody
74.
Swears sometimes.
Welcome. And when this airs, so we're filming. Chicken the fucking table.
You know what? We need to put something under it because you can't expect to have a table in front of me
I just
and
don't touch the table. I just don't touch the table. Just don't touch it. Why don't you do it again like last week? Just hold your coffee cup.
No.
And then you have to shake the table.
No. Go on.
Anyway, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say.
Well, this is airing.
When we film this, when we air this, we have to do like a back-to-back filming. Like, look.
Because she's on vacay.
Because I'm going on vacay. So when this gets posted, I will have just returned from a very hot and steamy vacay. By hot and steamy, I don't mean like sexy hot and steamy. I mean like fucking hot in Florida hot, like fucking hot.
A lot of humidity, a lot of humidity. Swamp ass.
Yes, but I'm gonna go. We're going now before it gets like fucking hot.
Well, meanwhile, it's like 90 degrees there already. I saw on the news.
Well, I checked the weather for the other day. For it. It's supposed to be in the high 80s. But it's not. I mean, it's going to be hot here too. So yeah. It's whatever.
But it's not as humid yet. Yesterday, I got a little sun on my chest.
I was influenced by you because I thought, well, I'm going to go sit outside. But meanwhile, I had just put all my lotion on and stuff. So then I went and sat out there like all fucking slicked up from my lotion, and then I was sat out there for about 22 minutes, but then I looked down, I was pink as shit.
Yeah, I got pink.
I mean, you can't tell. Well, I mean, you can tell. I have a little color.
It's the first time I've seen sun. My body's seen sun since last summer.
My chest right here.
Yeah, I have a nice V.
I had
my shirt.
Hang on, I fucking fucked my shirt all up.
Oh boy.
Right, and I got the puff sleeve. I love the puff sleeve. It does nothing for me though, as far as making me look less broad. It just makes me
puff sleeve makes me look like a fucking linebacker.
Also, this is supposed to button back here. I couldn't stand to button it, so I just left it unbuttoned because my hair's down. You can't.
I look like a fucking linebacker.
But I'm cut like this, and I'm cut out, so you can't tell. I don't look as broad because I'm like, if I lean in though, I mean that's a lot. It's a lot. It's the lean this way. Keep my arm out and look less broad.
I have a couple of things.
Go for it.
She's a follower. Our friend Jess in Western North Carolina. She was out battling a 5-foot rat snake the other day.
The fuck?
She posted a video.
Christ.
Not of her battling it, but the snake goes up their pole. I don't think we might have rat snakes here. I don't know, but maybe they have more things to eat. I'm not sure up here in Southeast Pennsylvania, but I've seen, this was not this video. This was another video of hers from a year ago. A snake crawls up, slithers up the pole where the birdhouse is and goes in the birdhouse.
To eat the birds.
Yeah. So she was out battling. She was out battling this 5-foot rat snake. And it got one of the, I don't know, but I don't know.
It got the bird?
It got one of the babies, one of the chicks. I think she said there are 3 left, but she's not sure if the mom's going to come back.
I know it's a circle of life, but god damn it.
And she even has, you know how they have squirrel things? They have snake things. I forget what they're called. But so that the snakes can't crawl up it. It looked like a metal kind of cone looking thing on the pole, and the birdhouse was above it. I don't know, but she's braver than I am because she was out there battling it. I see a freaking gardener snake in my pool. What's that thing called? skimmer basket bucket
Filter.
thing, and I freaking scream like there's a mass murderer in there. And
I'm a
then
snake person.
I'm talking to her, and
Oh, we
she's
have a dead mouse in the basement. Ah, I forgot about it right before you got here. Joe was like, where are the sticky traps at? I'm like, oh, my God, do we have a mouse? And he's like, we have a dead mouse. I'm like, okay, well, a dead mouse is better than no mouse. But I'm like, fuck.
And what's he doing with the sticky
Well,
trap?
just stick it, so we have to pick it up, just stick the trap to it and throw it in the bag. I can't,
I might
right?
get sick.
And I'm like, does it, because I just did 3 loads of laundry yesterday, and it's all clean, and it's sitting in the basement, so I'm like, does it fucking stink? Because the clean clothes are down there. He's like,
Oh.
I can't smell anything. He's like, but you're more sensitive to that than I am. If I have to rewatch that 3 loads of laundry, because it fucking stinks. I don't think it's gonna stink because the bait that they use, it kills them from the inside out, so like they don't rot.
They'll
But
still
that-
smell.
Well, it didn't smell
They'll
as
still
of
smell.
last night. It didn't smell.
We have ones that eat that shit and die in
and
my
it was
basement.
on the other side of the basement where I don't really traverse to that
Well,
side.
did
of the
he get rid of
basement.
it?
Not yet, because you showed up, so I have to go dig out the sticky traps.
God.
And I was like, I thought the exterminator was just here. He's like, he only treated the outside. I'm like, why are you coming in to do the inside? He's like, he said he was here to do the outside.
Oh,
But
yeah.
He's supposed to come into the inside.
You have to tell them.
So,
It's really.
But
just
I
a
wasn't
thing.
here for that, so
Yeah.
I
No, but you have to remind them because they come. We use the same company and they come to my house and like we're here to do the outside. I'm like, no. How about
Yeah.
you're gonna come inside and treat for the spiders?
also it was like the fucking day after we got back, I think, from like Louisiana. And it was
Well-
like, I got like the text message, we'll be there tomorrow. Fuck you. You don't fucking text me that you're coming tomorrow.
Well,
we
if they're
got
just
before.
gonna be outside, it doesn't matter.
But no, it does matter because we have to unlock the fucking gates so
Oh.
they can get to the back of the house. I hate this company, and Michael gave me the name of somebody. Michael, can you text that to me again? I need to call somebody else because I can't. You can't just be showing the fuck up. You gotta be doorstepping me with your fucking appointment. I need to know in advance and have it on the fucking calendar. Speaking of fucking calendar.
wait, I'm
while
not done.
on-
I'm not
oh,
done
sorry,
with the snake
snake.
story.
So I was going off at the end
So
of the calendar. Sorry,
Jess,
go on.
Jess did not
Snakes.
kill the snake. Just so that you know, she moved the snake.
I would have killed the fucker.
Did not kill it.
Killed it.
But then she's telling me, Jess, about how she was out at night to throw garbage out. And she had the flashlight on her phone or something, I don't know, something. And she turned around and there was a copperhead.
At night?
At night, copperhead.
Oh
Copperhead.
my god.
And at the time, she told her little doggy, little cute dog, Stevie, as in Stevie Nicks, to
Love
sit,
it.
to
Love
sit,
it.
to sit by the garage. Otherwise, it would have.
See, my
She
favorite-
turned around and she's like, and there it was. I almost stepped on it. So she told me they have these black rat snakes. They have copperheads. They have rattlesnakes. And this is also my friend that posts these videos. I mean, when people say, I mean, she's in the mountains of Western North Carolina. They have black bears that saunter on her
That would be kind of cute.
in
but
her
terrifying.
backyard.
You can't go outside.
back. No, it gets worse. So they have the bears. They have black
Is she
bears.
the one feeding the chipmunks?
No, that's
Okay.
my friend in Maine.
Okay.
So they have the black bears, they have the foxes, they've got the snakes.
So all the shit we have here.
Birds.
minus,
Now wait.
Bears running around here.
She has mountain lions.
For the love of
And
Christ.
it's not like her backyard is a forest. I mean, it is, and there's a small stream behind it. But I mean, they have it like a nice backyard and like a deck. So I mean, Jess, I'm hopefully getting your yard correct. Not that it matters, but the point is that it's like mowed a little bit, like living space, like
Right,
and
but
the
still they don't
bears-
walk around. That when the animals were there first.
bears sauntering around. Yeah, I am not taking my garbage out at
No,
night. There is a
my
mountain.
trainer
There
and I
are
were just
mountain
talking
lions
about this because about being outside. He'd gone camping with his girlfriend back a while back, and he was telling me about this. You know, going camping is like you're out there, like you step out at night. It's like, oh wow, you see the stars and all this shit, but like, what the fuck is out here with me? I'm like, right, like it's. I love the idea of it, but then like I'm out in it. Like yesterday, because I had the lotion on, I got the bumblebees swarming around me, so I had to come the fuck inside. 'Cause I'm
I hate a
okay,
bee.
okay.
Imagine what happens if I see something else.
I mean, I'd probably be eaten because I'd like take off on a run. I'd have to sit like right by the door to like jump inside.
They say to walk backwards slowly away, but I mean, who's the adrenaline? Like, you've really got to think this one through and like prepare yourself the whole time you're outside so that you
what about
walk
wind chi-
and
well,
not
wind chi-
run.
They say like if you have like the bear bells or whatever.
Yeah,
I
I
mean
mean,
the wind chimes do it.
Yeah,
Speaking of wind chimes,
wind chimes are scary.
I
What's
don't-
that
I don't-
noise?
someone's car alarm. Oh, that fucking idiot!
I hope it's not my loaner car.
I think it's coming from that
Yeah.
direction, but I really
Yeah.
can't, actually I really can't tell. Sure, we'll come get us if it's
Okay.
yours. What was I saying?
We're talking about camping, wildlife.
Being outside.
It'll come.
Fuck me, man. She's gone. Fucking like a fart in the wind, just fucking gone.
Wait.
Fucking gone.
Wait, and then there's something else. So my friend Jess, kudos to you and thank you. She does not kill any animal. She's an animal. She's a
Better
friend of
than
the
me,
animal.
because I'll kill the hell out of the mice and fucking poison the shit out of them and all the other stuff.
But
and
the snakes. She's a friend, but anyhow, a friend of animals. But in Norway,
they don't have snakes.
I don't know. This is not where I'm going with this. In Norway, this man had a snowmobile and he was carrying a gun. I don't know if he was hunting these things. I don't know. But the point of the story is that there is video on ABC News of this man in Norway being chased by a polar bear. So instead of
I gotta look
shooting
this
it
up.
with his gun,
Well, I think they're pretty protected, I think.
yeah, well, he puts the gun down and it said try. So I think he did because I didn't see any gory afterwards. But he's going to outrun the bear, the polar bear, on
Was
the...
this for real? It was like AI or some shit?
No, it was
Okay.
on
I'm just
Apple. I
curious.
mean, it was on ABC News.
Okay.
He was outrunning it on the snowmobile.
Snowmobile. I really wish I knew what I was going to say.
I wish how
before
fast
that.
I want to know how fast they can go.
Sons of bitches. Polar bears. So they actually have black skin, black fur
Underneath?
No, but it looks white. Something that looks white because it reflects off the. I forget. There's something about the. I don't remember. Also, they have webbed paws.
Because they're good swimmers.
We might have actually discussed this before, and their the bottoms of their paws are like a basketball, like
Grippy?
grippy, yeah, like fucking like have little, you know,
Like the little
dots,
pock, like the
yeah.
little dots, yeah.
like so they could get across the ice without.
Oh, I mean, hey, evolution, you know,
What the
hey.
fuck was I gonna say? Son of a bitch! God, I hate it when I do that. Well, so speaking of snakes, so my friend Kelly has been making this, making a garden, right? So they had really bad. She lives in Missouri, Kansas, Missouri, St. Louis. Okay, Missouri. So I figured that one out. So they had really bad rains there, like a few weeks ago, and like all these rocks. There's a stream near their house, and all these rocks like washed up. So she goes out to get the rocks to put around. So she's building this beautiful garden area right around the house. So she goes out with like a stick or something, and she's poking like, "Get away, snakes!" like to scare away the snakes before she starts picking up the rocks. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "You're like fucking St. Patrick in Ireland driving the snakes away." And then and then she got the poison ivy.
Oh, God. You know,
This is why I can't be outside.
I know
That's
people.
why I cannot be outside.
I think it's Jeff is one of them. Jeff, our friend, moved to Florida. He can be around poison ivy. He can touch poison ivy and he doesn't get it. Like, I don't know if you have an immunity to it or you're just, it's like anything. Like, he's just not allergic to it or it doesn't bother him. He's something.
We have the sensitive skin from Dad.
Well, I know, but here's the point. So,
That would spread on me like fucking wildfire.
yeah, God, I don't ever want to get it, knock on wood.
I'm an itch.
So,
Sorry, I'm an itch.
think
Sorry.
of poison ivy and you think of itch. So I
I know, right now
I've
it's
had
itchy.
several friends in this area get poison ivy from weeding, from
That's
just
how she got
weeding.
it, from weeding the garden.
And they have had to go get steroids because it has overtaken their body. Like they had to go get prednisone to
It's awful, right? In your eye, and like, oh my god, with my luck, I'd have it like in my puss. I'd have it like everywhere. I would fucking have it everywhere.
Well, they say not to wash your hands because it spreads the oil when you get it.
Well, scratching spreads the oil. She washed with Dawn dish soap, which I think is maybe supposed to do something. I don't know anything about it. This is why I'm fucking garden.
There, you know.
I'm not trying to be outside.
Oh my God! The one time when we first moved in our house, we had poison ivy everywhere, around the pool and
my
stuff.
God.
And we didn't have anybody working in our yard or doing our flower beds except for the mulch. So I did it all, and that soon came to an end. But I would put on my rain boots. It was a real get up. John came home from work one time, and
Oh my
he was
God.
like,
What are you
"Nobody better see you." Because they're gonna think there's something wrong with you.
No,
so
right.
I had shorts on that went down. They
You
were
should
like,
have worn pants.
I know, but they went. It was too hot. It was like 90
Not
degrees.
to mention fucking ticks.
So
I mean,
I wore long shorts down to, they were athletic ones, down to my knees, like athletic basketball shorts. My rain boots that went up to my knee. Then I had on a t-shirt and like a long sleeve button down shirt that was old.
oh my God.
And then I had these garden gloves on, and I had this poison ivy killer because Roundup won't work. You need to get the poison. And my friend was like,
What, kill other plants though?
I don't know. No. So I had to go get a little paintbrush, like the kind, you know, you get when you're like 3 years old.
My God.
I had to dip it. I'm like standing. This is why I'm dressed like this. and
Hell to the no.
and painting,
Hell to the no.
and painting the leaves on the poison ivy. To then a year later come to find out when we're having a tree removed, my tree guy, he's like my best friend. He is on my Christmas list because we've had so many trees
I'm so sad that he moved.
taken
I
out.
love him.
No, he's not my tree.
Oh, sorry. I thought
Bill
was
is my tree guy. He's like Dad's age. At any rate, he comes over and just saunters over, and he's like, "We're gonna take this tree out. Oh, and by the way, do you want the guys to cut that poison ivy?" I'm like, "That's poison ivy. It's this big old hairy,
rope. Yeah.
big old hairy rope going up my tree." I was like, "Oh, well, I thought it was just a flower, like a plant down there with the leaves. That's what I'm looking for." He's like, "Well, it was, but it grew." I was like, "Yeah, can you cut that?" So they just
Why
cut
don't you
it.
go out and paint it with your...
I didn't know that it was poison ivy, so he cut it. He's like, "We'll get rid of it." So they sliced it off. I don't know what they did to the roots. Must have pulled them out when they, but then it stayed and got brown and gross the whole way up
And
the
like
tree
fell
for like
off the
ever.
tree?
It looked like a rope. Like if I didn't know
it
any
looked like a
better,
rope, yeah.
it would look like a rope. I'd be like, "Let's go swinging."
Like, I like the idea of being outside, like on a patio, like
Yeah.
enjoy, like on the cement patio, maybe a nice covered porch. So I'm not, unless I really want to be in the sun specifically.
I
but
want a
otherwise,
pergola.
Right? Like I want to be like,
I want a
I
pergola.
want to enjoy the outdoors on my terms. I don't want the ticks from the grass. I don't want the fucking snakes.
Well, ticks. You're not going to get ticks here because your
I
grass
want
is
to just
low.
like I like to sit out back and like watch the bunnies eat the clover.
We have bunnies.
And then
we have a lot of bunnies in our
I
yard.
know. I'm still really traumatized with the bunny episode. From
Well, I
last
shouldn't say
year.
bunnies. We have 2 rabbits, so I'm hoping
With
there's
the rabbits,
bunnies someplace.
Right. It was like our backyard is like a safety for the rabbits because the neighborhood, like the little kids will just chase the hell out of them. So they all like end up in our backyard, and like they're so like they know that Joe and I like are not there to fuck with them. Like they're just
They just know.
they're just like
We're gonna
they're
go to
back
this
there.
house
Like they totally just chill and eat the clover and then look at us once
until
in a
the
while.
fox comes.
I can't with fucking fox. I can't. I can't.
Why is a fox called a wily fox? Like, what's it about being a fox? Like,
Because
are
they're
they
sly.
sneaky? Are
Yeah,
they
they're sneaky. and
I
they're
don't see
sly.
any sly
They go
fox around my
creeping
house.
around.
I saw a fox carrying a dead squirrel in its mouth a couple weeks ago across my yard.
Fucking squirrel. The fucking
John saw
squirrel. So
coyotes.
they eat. Hang on a minute. They eat. So I did not know squirrels ate pine cones. Apparently they do because
Really?
last week
Maybe they just get the nuts or something
this
out of them.
squirrel was nestled on top of our Buddha statue. Our Buddha statue has his hands over his ears on our back porch.
He's not
with
hearing
that
any evil.
fucktard behind behind us.
Oh my God.
So Buddha's
Oh
back
my
there.
God.
Right, to keep to try to bring us to peace in our little patio area.
Calm the rage doesn't do it.
And so the squirrel sitting right up on top of Buddha's fucking head.
Did you take a picture?
Eating? No, I was watching it on the fucking security camera. Munching on this pine cone, just hanging out for the longest time. I look around once in a while and look for the pine. And the pine cone now is like half eaten and it's sitting in the
Why
little
are
garden.
they eating a pine cone? Like, there's so many other things
I have no
to
idea.
eat.
Also, I don't know where the pine cone came from.
Well, they travel, you know.
I mean, yeah, like the pine cone, like
the squirrels travel. They get
we
the
don't have
fangs,
anything
they
that produces
travel.
pine cones on our property.
Well,
so
it hit it someplace. You know, they remember from year to year where they hide shit.
I know they dig up the plant
That-
out front, which chaps my ass.
Oh, they. Listen to me.
Like some of that mulch that's out there was from the mess that I made planting the pansies the other day.
Oh, Mom, she planted the flowers, by
I
the way.
planted
I
them on
brought them over
Friday.
and she planted
I
them.
watered them profusely, and then thank Christ it rained on Saturday, so I didn't have to worry about it. And then I watered them again today because I forgot about it.
Yeah, I have to water mine.
Sunday and Monday, and I did it
I
today.
bought some more at the Acme. The Acme.
But there's something else coming out of it from last year. I think it's petunias.
Oh, yeah. I think you
I
have
don't know.
petunias
Well,
there.
I thought it was a
Or
weed,
impatiens.
and then
You
Mom and
get-
Dad said it's not a weed, and then Joe said I don't think it's a weed, and so I'm watering it, and we'll see what the fucking if it does anything.
Watch it be a big weed.
It looks nice though. It's a green, like it's what's that called? Like cascading down
Yeah, then
the.
that's a petunia.
Okay, good.
pretty
There
sure.
were petunias in there last year, so.
Well, John
So
called
far,
me.
nothing is dead yet.
John called me the other night on his way to the gym, and he's like, "Be careful if you go outside. I just saw coyotes." I'm like, "What? Are you sure they weren't a fox?" This is me. Are you sure they weren't a fox? He's like, That is the biggest damn fox I've ever seen." Then
Well, also,
can't even talk.
the foxes are.
He's like, "It's not a fox, Kelly. It's
Orange.
coyotes," which we've had before. A couple years ago, they were up at the top of the
I
cul-de-sac,
got an itch. Sorry.
taunting and barking at the 2 neighbors' dogs.
I'm pretty sure we do not have. You're a little more rural than we are. You got a little more land around. There's a lot of houses here.
I'm waiting to see the fawns this year. It's that time.
A lot of deer out.
The fawns. What are they called?
Not to be confused with like the fawns from fucking Happy Days.
I didn't say fawns. I said fawns.
But it sounds the same. The fawns. I want to see the fawns. Fawn. Fawn, as opposed to FONZ, the Fonz.
I miss that show.
I'm sure it's on all the time on television.
I miss Happy Days. I wish they had Happy Days now.
Okay.
Back when
I don't know what to say to that. I don't know what
back
the fuck
when
to say
life
to
was innocent. But Richie Cunningham always got on my fucking nerves. The goody two shoe.
Was that Howard? What's his name?
Howard, yeah. Oh my god.
I had his name
His
seconds
last-
ago.
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard, thank you. Yeah. I mean, he really made it big. He's doing great.
I liked Pons. Ponzi, was that his, what was his name?
I
Ralph?
don't know. I mean, I was little when it was on,
It
and
was a
I
good
watched
show.
some-
Pinky Tuscadero. She was Fonzie's girlfriend, or he wanted her. She had the race car and did the jump. And don't you remember?
No.
Pinky Tuscadero. She wore a pink.
Three's Company, I can talk about. Happy Days, not so much.
Three's Company was a good show.
I love
I don't
Three's
I don't
Company.
think that would air these days.
The reruns are on.
I know, but I mean, I don't think
I
they'd make a
watched the
show.
reruns.
I don't
Well,
think it would
Red
fly.
Fox is still on. What was it called? No, it's not. Was the Red Fox show? What was it called though?
Oh, oh God, that
We were just
left
talking
my
about it the other
name.
day. God damn it.
Samson and Son.
Stanford. Christ. Anyway, that is, and the other one with Archie Bunker.
All in the Family.
All in the Family. I can't believe that's still on.
All in the Family. It's really good. And then the Jeffersons.
I mean, I watch it now and I like fuck. I'm like, whoa, like I can't believe. And the Jeffersons. I love the
I
Jeffersons.
love the Jeffersons.
Oh,
And
those are
moving
good
on
shows,
up.
right?
And Good
Good
Times
shows.
with Dynamite.
I love that with JJ. Oh my god, I love
What was
that.
JJ's last name?
I don't know. It's JJ.
I know, but he had like he's in.
I don't fucking remember. He was in a commercial not long ago.
I know it was for a phone or something. I thought.
Yeah, I don't know his real name.
I don't know.
Speaking of shows from the 80s and people from the 80s, your
I-
new book.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
New book.
You were
go,
reading
shaking
about
the
it.
fucking table.
Fuck
There you
you.
go. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
It is
Shake
her
it. Look,
memoir.
She's a baby on the back. Look
Christy Brinkley, Uptown Girl, her memoir. This
at that. She's
is.
on the cover of People. Recently.
Can you see that? There's a big glare.
There's a big glare.
She's aged well.
Well, I mean, when you have that kind of money, you can age well.
I don't like the
She's
Billy
had a
Joel.
little bit of work done, I think, because I mean, how do you still look that good and not have had work done? But probably she also really took good care of herself for all these years, so that also helps.
Yeah. Do you?
I mean, she looks good. She's like some crow's feet or whatever. She looks amazing.
Plus, isn't she
I
from
don't
California?
know
Everybody
how
that grew
much-
up in California, everybody who grows up in California is like healthy.
She's not like overly like. So if she had work done, you can't tell.
no.
I mean, she looks great, which is why I think she had work done.
That's not a
But at the
recent
same
picture
time,
of her.
I couldn't tell that she had work done.
No, I can't find a recent
She's
picture of
aging
her. But
magnificently.
she's 71. Didn't you tell me she was
I thought
71?
she was like 65.
Oh, I don't know.
Why
I'll
don't you look it up?
We'll report. Okay. Well, wait. While we're talking about the 80s, the class of 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has been named. So these are the inductees that will be inducted in November. They've been voted on. They're being
Okay.
inducted. Okay. The class is. These are just some of them. Okay. I don't know how many total, but these are just some of them. Bad Company, Chubby Checker, who Patrick and I and Mom met. Joe
Did you meet him or
Cocker.
you saw it?
No, we saw him. We talked to him. He rode on our
Okay.
plane.
So you
Patrick
met
got his
him?
picture taken. Yeah.
Outcast? Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh my
Bad
god.
Company, Chubby Checker, Joe Cocker, Outcast, Soundgarden, White Stripes, love Jack White, Salt and Pepper, because of their musical influence. They're winning the Musical Influence Award, and Warren Zevon. Now, this is just some of them. There are many, many more. Now, I was having this conversation the other day with another friend of mine, and we were like, Salt and Pepper? Like, is that rock and roll?
Peppa.
Like, Peppa? I understand it's, it's like older than blues
it's not,
and
but
rap.
it's not rock and roll.
I know, but so
Well,
that was
that's
the
just like-
discussion. That was the discussion. But they are under the musical influence. So there are some categories. Like some people
Okay.
have won two, have been inducted twice into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. One as a songwriter, maybe 1 year, and then another year later for the band or for
But
their
I feel
singles
like
or whatever.
Chubby Checker and Joe Cocker have been around like a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not just willy-nilly putting people in. Like they nominate you, you get voted on. I don't know who votes, and then they come up
Like
with a
they've
class.
been around before Outcast and Soundgarden.
I know, but they try to mix it up.
Outcast, that Polaroid picture song. First of all, I used to dance to it like either end of college or right after college. Like, hey,
Yeah.
shake it like a Polaroid.
Did you used to sing that?
But I remember,
Our nephew Alex used to go around singing that.
no, it was Patrick.
No, it was Alex too, because that's where I first heard the song.
Oh, I heard it on the radio because I used to dance to it. But it would be on all the time, and I remember Patrick, like the one day we were in the car, we were just chilling somewhere, and then Patrick was like, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Put that on. See if
Well,
you
wait.
can get it on.
First of all, I'm
Just a
trying
few
to.
seconds out, otherwise we get like some copyright.
I'm
shit
trying to
come up.
find out how old Christy Brinkley is.
I thought I said like she was like 65. If she's 71, I mean, fuck, then she looks really fucking good.
She is 71.
Holy shit.
Christy Lee Hudson,
That's an old picture.
age 71. Yeah.
Wow.
She's been married 1, 2,
Four.
3, 4 times.
I
Christy.
was reading about it in People magazine.
She has 3 children.
And unfortunately, some of them look like
She's 71. Fuck. When I'm 71, I better look like that.
Well, I have nothing to say to that.
Maybe I
I'm
can
gonna
get
say
like
that.
an all over plastic
Oh
surgery.
my god. Well, that's like my facial thing the other week. They had like the thing with the freeze the fat off you or something.
Right.
whatever
I don't
it
think
is.
that works. The cold freeze
And I was
or
like,
whatever.
do you have like a fucking vat I can soak in? Like what are you gonna do? Like just.
How's the cold freeze work?
I don't know. It's also really expensive. It's not gonna get it. Okay. So we have our modern manners, which I did not get to last time.
Modern manners.
Advice for your social dilemmas with Jenna Bush Hager, and it used to be with Hoda Kotb.
Right.
And this time it's with fucking Savannah Guthrie.
I like her. She's an Eagles fan. A Philadelphia Eagles
When I
fan.
used to watch the Today Show, like when I used to be like gainfully employed outside the house, and I would have the Today Show on like before I would leave for work, and I would watch it in the mornings, and she was on like before she got like moved up.
Right. She was a reporter. Now she's...
Something about her is like nails on a chalkboard to me, and so I stopped watching the Today Show. Here we go. Social dilemma. It's in this episode of Real Simple Magazine, which is May. I think.
Well, May's going to be here before you know it. It is May.
It is May.
May.
When this airs, it will be May.
May.
Okay. Diane asks, I frequently meet up with 2 of my friends for dinner. Last time they mentioned a book club they've both been going to for a while. I feel hurt that I wasn't invited to join and that they discussed it in front of me. Do I have a right to feel hurt? I think it was very insensitive. Anything I can do? Well, before I read their answers, what do you think?
What was it? A book club?
Her friends were talking about it at dinner. So here's what I would do since I was paying attention to what I was saying.
Well, no. I mean, I was trying...
I would have been like, hey, I mean, before we get like my fucking panties in a bunch over it, I would have been like, hey, this sounds like fun. Could I join?
Yeah.
How do I join? Whatever. I would have asked if I could join. If my feelings are all kinds of fucking bent up about it, then I would have asked if I could join.
Yeah, if my panties are in a bunch, I'm going to ask about it. But first of all, I've had many friends where we've been out as like a group, not just 3, but like several others. So maybe like 6. So there's a little more people. And maybe a few of them have done something together and I've heard them talking about it, or they're talking about it
Right.
privately, but we can still hear them. I don't give 2 shits. Like, you can do your
Right,
thing.
I mean, why don't you just ask? If you want to be a part of it, ask.
Right.
I mean, if you're that upset about it, fucking say, hey, can I join? And then if they give you the fucking shaft, then maybe be upset
Yeah,
about it.
I need to know a little bit more about
Okay,
that.
so wait. So Savannah Guthrie says, I know a book club. It's called Read with Jenna, and everyone's invited. Okay, but okay.
That's not the answer, Savannah.
And then you wonder why I don't like her. You wonder why I can't.
She's a goody two-shoe.
Jenna Bush Hager says, you can join whenever you want. Jenna's Read with Jenna, I guess. But for this situation, thank you, Jenna, for bringing it back around. Christ. But for this situation, I think it's important to ask yourself whether you really want to be a part of your friend's book club or you just feel left out. Unfortunately, we're all going to be left out from time to time. Savannah says, do you think these friends are trying to exclude you? If they're talking about it openly, it sounds like they like you and you have wonderful dinners. Maybe that's an assumption, Savannah. Maybe the dinners aren't wonderful. Hang on. If they're talking about it openly, it sounds like they like you and you have wonderful dinners. I can't. Maybe they don't think you're the book club type. It can be hard. There's not one of us who hasn't felt left out from time to time. But it's okay for our friends to have subsets.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not that I even feel left out, but like, hey, I wasn't a part of that. Now, here's where I draw the line. Like, you and Susie can have a conversation about your book club, and I'm not in it, so I'm listening to you two talk about the book club and all the gossip of the people that's in there. And then I'm okay with it. Like, we've moved on to a different topic. But if you continue the whole night about just the things that the 2 of you have done, or just this book club, I would be like, I need to go. I have to go home. I'm done. Nice seeing you for dinner.
Well, Jenna says, I always say to myself, would I really want to be there? Usually the answer is no. And then Savannah says, I'm also a big fan of being direct. If you're dying to join, just ask.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, people do things together. You can't be included in fucking everything.
No.
And if you're that upset about it, then fucking ask if you can join.
Yeah.
If you really want to be a part of it.
Yeah. it's like, yeah, you can't be involved in everything. You can't belong to everything. You can't join everything. What's the thing? A lot of things there.
Thing.
Not every, like, I'm not of the trophy generation. Like, you don't all get a trophy for just showing your rear end up for the soccer team.
That's a little different than everybody participating in the...
No, but it kind of is the same thing about...
Including people or not including people.
Like, everybody's included. Everybody gets a trophy. No.
Well, see, my thing is, and I don't necessarily mean to be exclusive to people, like to exclude people. But like, I like small group things.
Yeah.
Because I like to have that one-on-one personal time. Like, we have parties. I love to have parties.
Okay.
But I always feel at the end of the night that I'm like I didn't talk to anybody because I'm too busy, like, trying to make sure I'm, like
Right,
going around
right,
talking
right,
to everybody
right.
that I'm, like,
Right.
uber focused on making sure I'm making
Being the
rounds.
hostess
and then
with
I
the
feel,
mostess.
And then I feel like I didn't actually get to talk to anybody.
Being the hostess with the hostess.
So like that's one thing, but like a dinner with a big group, like I don't like a dinner with a big group. You can only hear the fucking people at one end of the table.
I know.
You can't hear the people at the other end. Then if you're in a crowded restaurant, you can't hear dick. I can't.
I was just going to say, I was to an absolutely lovely, lovely dinner with a group of women, and who I know some of them very well, and some of them I don't know, but I see them every once in a while, and everybody's lovely and lovely to me. But the room was lovely, crowded, but I couldn't...
Say lovely one more time.
I couldn't get down to the other end of the room.
Right.
And then when we sat, it was a big table, and I didn't hear, nor could I participate in the conversation at the other end. I didn't feel
Right.
left out, but I left there, and I'm like, shit, I didn't get to say hello to Susie.
Right.
I mean, talk
Right.
to Susie. I said hello, but I didn't get to talk to her, catch up with her.
Right. And like that's the thing, like so if I'm like I'm not gonna organize something like that. Like again, a party is one thing, but like I'm not gonna go to dinner like with a big crowd of people, like or lunch with a big crowd of people because you can't fucking hear.
No.
You can't like you have conversation with only people at your end of the table, and then I'm hostile because I can't,
Yeah.
What? Yelling back and forth the fucking I can't.
I like my
No.
one-on-one time.
Right. Like I like my small group time. Like I'm all for that. There's parties are one thing, but then when it comes to like other small groups, like I'm not inviting everybody because I want to be able to hear what my friend has to say and like
What?
What? Enjoy their company.
Well, I mean, we're from a large family. I mean, we should be able to hear everything.
My hearing's getting worse, and my ability to
The
hear all the
cocktail
things.
syndrome.
Hear all the things in one. What's that?
The cocktail is what I like. The only thing I retained from Soc 100 at Penn State sociology was it's the cocktail effect, where I can be having a
Where I'm
conversation
drunk
with
and don't
you.
remember the conversation.
No.
Oh.
Like cocktail hour. Like think of a cocktail party. There were a bunch of people standing
Right.
and moving. Like I'm having a conversation with you, but I can hear this conversation very well, and I'll turn around and go, "No, that's not how that happened. This is how it happened." And then that one too.
I
Like
can do it sometimes. Usually when we have a party and you're there, because I can hear you above other people.
you're loud too.
I'm not as loud as you. I am loud, but I'm not as loud as you. So I can, but my ability to do it is not what it used to be. Probably because my hearing is not as good as it used to
Maybe
be.
you should get a hearing aid.
When it gets to that point, I will.
Do you have the ringing or just the loss?
I get ringing sometimes. I think it was from that firecracker incident.
Wait, what firecracker?
Firecracker
What
incident.
firecracker incident? Do
When I
I
was
know
young
this?
and shouldn't have been playing with firecrackers.
That's what you get.
We had the illegal ones that a certain uncle sent
The red
to us
ones?
from like Hawaii or wherever he
Yeah.
got them from. Japan. I don't know where the fuck they
Yeah,
came
he got them from Japan.
The
They were
red
in
little,
Hawaii.
like the little
little-
mini dynamite sticks.
Oh, they made the best noise. Dad and Uncle
You put them in
Bradley
a
used
fucking
to.
can, in a metal garbage can. Oh my god! So I was allowed to light one. It had a short
Made
fuse.
this really loud noise.
So I lit it, and when I pulled, lucky I didn't blow my fucking hand off. And I don't remember which hand it was because I mean, look, both my hearing is shot. I think it was this one because this is the one. I'm right-handed. No, it must have been my left hand because I would have used my right hand to light it probably.
How old were you?
I don't know. I don't know what I lit it off of. Either way, I had it in my hand.
How
So
old were
if
you?
I reached in to like light it off the fire or something, it would have been my right hand. If I lit it with something else, I would have lit it. Doesn't matter. I had it in my hand, and I pulled back to throw it, but when I got to here, it fucking went off. Just as I let go, otherwise I probably would have blown my hand off, and it fucking it rang for like days. I mean, just like, and now it's like the tinnitus that mom has is
Hereditary.
hereditary. Thank you. because I have the ringing. Yeah. So
I've noticed when it's really quiet in a room and I sit there, I can kind of hear like a little ringing. It doesn't bother me yet.
Well, so speaking of ringing in the
It's
ears
just
and
age.
losing your hearing, so we're going to see Metallica. We finally. We decided to bite the bullet and we're going to see Metallica because look, they're getting fucking old.
Are you
They're not
taking some
gonna be-
ear?
So my friend Kelly told me thank you Kelly P for that advice because her sister had hearing loss from a Metallica concert. From a fucking
Was she
Metallica
like
concert.
up next to the
Well,
speaker?
so interestingly enough, too, usually when you go to get concert tickets, the seats that are like up in the nosebleed are the only ones that left. All the seats that were left were down below, and I'm like, well, that's fortuitous. Like, we get good seats. Now, then I'm like, yeah. So now that's why. That's
Did
probably
you
why.
buy like front row seats?
They're not front row, but they're down
Oh.
like in the first section.
You better double ear.
So she's like, look into like you're gonna take earplugs.
Double
so I'm
earplug.
gonna take the earplugs. Or if I have to, I'll just be like.
Yeah, you do that and tell me how many hours you can keep your
Till
hands
someone
like
jostles me and I finger shoved into my ear and fucking lose
that.
my.
That'll hurt. Break
Right?
your fingernail off in it.
Or bust my eardrum. I busted Tracy's eardrum in the ocean that time.
And
Remember?
it heals. How'd you do that?
We were swimming and I knocked her in the head by accident. It's
And
not
it just
funny.
like the pressure or something, I guess.
I don't know,
like,
but it hurt her badly.
like because you're
There were tears and screaming.
because you're
It's not funny. It's not
your
funny. I'm
your
not amused,
eardrum
it's
is
just
like
horrifying.
in your ear, so it must be like not pressure,
We
but
were
like
swimming. I think I came back with my. I mean, swimming in the ocean's hard. So it was a hard swim. So I think I came back with my elbow when I was swimming. I came back with my elbow and just fucking rammed her in the head.
so many injuries at the beach. So many. It's
know,
dangerous.
right?
The beach is
The beach is
dangerous.
fucking dangerous. Probably why I don't go now.
The beach is
Joe and I
dangerous.
discovered, what was that? Last summer? 2 summers ago? 2 summers ago, we fucking, like, donkeyed down to the fucking, like, we had the backpacks, you know, donkey down. That is my new saying. Like a
Donkey
fucking
down.
pack mule, right?
Donkey
The fucking
down.
cooler, the fucking cool drinks, and we got the fucking backpack, and we
The
got the
umbrella.
sun hat and all this shit, and the goddamn
Wind.
tarp thingy, you know, to put
Oh,
up
the umbrella.
tarp. No. the
Oh, you
fucking-
have the.
tarp thing. We want to be like underneath.
They got the shade.
Well, that fucking thing was broken, so I went up off the ground like that. So we had to like get under it. Like what's that fucking movie? That horrible movie? Being John Malkovich.
Being John Malkovich, where they have the 13th and a half floor
and the
they're
third at 3.5 floor. It was like 4.5. It was like a half floor. If you've never seen Being John Malkovich, I would suggest having a few drinks and getting a little high.
So
And then watching it. Cameron Diaz is in
and
it.
John Malkovich and who's the guy that was in Say Anything?
Yeah.
Who was the star of Say Anything?
His sister was in 16 Candles. She
His
had an
sister's
apron.
Joan.
Whether right? Fuck.
I'm gonna look.
Anyway, right?
Being John Malkovich is hysterical. You've got to watch it. I
When I
pissed
first
myself.
moved to Philadelphia, I was
There
sitting
are
with
apes.
you two
There are
watching. I
apes.
can't. It's such a fucked up movie.
There are apes.
But I would watch it. I would totally have a couple of drinks or get high first, and then watch it. It'd be even fucking funnier. Anyway, so we're like having to like duck under to get under this thing, and then thank God we had like low chairs, or I don't know, we were on blankets. I don't remember because like the thing was like right above, like we're sitting down. It's like right, like it's like on our head because it was fucking broken.
They looked silly.
It wouldn't pop the whole way up.
John Cusack.
John Cusack, thank you. Oh my God, it's killing me. And so we're sitting there, and I'm looking around. It's like 98 degrees plus fucking humidity. There was some girl having like a photo shoot, doing cartwheels and shit, and some weird posing in her bathing suit.
Was she?
There was just, I mean, I like
was
the
she a
people
child?
watch.
Like, who was
No.
that?
And then some lady was getting changed on the beach. There was a lot to look at. There's a lot to watch. Like her husband's like holding up a towel. She's like totally naked.
Why did she just
What
go to the
fuck?
bathroom?
There was not a bathroom.
I mean,
there.
you do that with little kids. You don't do it with an adult.
This was at the beach where there was no swimming either. It was like you could get out a little bit, but there was no lifeguard, I should say. There was no lifeguard. Look, and we're sitting there, and the only reason we went was because your child didn't want to go, and Mom wanted them to go, so finally we like persuaded them he could go for a long ride. We would just go to the beach for a little while,
Right.
make everybody happy. And then he didn't like being there. He didn't like the heat. He didn't like the beach. And Joe and I we looked at each other like, I'm fucking done. I am fucking done with this. And there was like, Joe and I at the same time were just looking around, like watching the people and the heat and all the things, and both of us were like, I was thinking it, and Joe said it first. He goes, I don't ever have to do this again. I'm like, I know, right? Like, ever. I'm like, let's fucking donkey it back to the car. And my back was really bad then. And I went numb. Like, walking in the sand was like a fucking, like, Olympic sport for me. And I was trying to get back, and I hadn't brought my walking stick with me. And I was
Would
like,
that have really
I could
helped in the
see,
sand?
the hard pathway was up ahead. with like a handrail, and I just stopped and was staring at it because I was like I couldn't get to it.
Like your mental telepathy was trying to bring it to you.
Yes, I was ready to cry. I think I just crouched down at one point because I was like I couldn't. I was going numb. I didn't want to fall on the sand because that would have really. Then I'm like covered in sand. I hate the sand.
God damn.
So finally, Sean and Joe like went ahead, and then Sean came back to see where I was. And he's like, "Do you want your walking stick?" I'm like, "Yes, please." So he went back and got it for me, and then came back with a walking stick, and then I eventually made it back to the Tahoe, and I couldn't get up in the Tahoe because I couldn't feel my whole right side. So I was like trying to like get myself into the car, and I was like, "Get the fuck back to the house." Back to the air conditioning, and I was like, I am never doing this again. Oh. If I'm going to the beach, and I don't mind
it's
the
a
beach.
lot of schlepping of shit.
I know, like the fucking, the whole, like, donkey down. I'm not fucking doing it. If I'm gonna go to the beach, I'm at a fucking resort. I'm at a fucking resort where the fucking chair is already there.
Right.
There's a fucking umbrella, and some asshole is bringing me fucking drinks. Ooh. That is. There's a pool. I can get in. I can go to the beach if I want to, and it's literally right in front of the resort. There's a bathroom that's clean. Someone's bringing me drinks. There's an umbrella already set up. All I have to do is fucking get myself down there.
And usually they have like a path or like
right?
a boardwalk kind of thing.
Because the last time I was at a resort,
you were drunk.
Well, yeah. Jamaica. Joe and I were in Jamaica. Our friend had a timeshare, and so all we did was like get there, like, and we like paid for like the all you can drink and eat whatever we had option or the drink package, whatever it was. I don't know. So we went to. I think that was the same year we went to Jamaica and Antigua. People pronounce it differently. Antigua. That's where I met Sarah, Scotland Sarah.
Scotland Sarah.
We met in the pool, having cocktails in the pool. I think both of those were in the same year. Anyway, but like that I'll do. Like in Jamaica, Joe and I like went down to the beach. It was a very small beach of that resort. So mostly we just hung out in the pool. And, the guy came the first day, I handed him a $20. I handed him a $20 bill with the first round of drinks. And he just kept coming back. I mean,
he was your BFF.
Yeah, and then they were like, they're kind of like fighting over who was gonna wait on us. Like, I will pay you all fucking day long.
Yeah.
I didn't give him a 20 every time he came, but like I started off high because like
right.
keep him coming. I'll get you again.
I'm sure he was like waiting for another 20.
I think we probably gave him one again at the end. I mean, they brought we ate a fucking cheeseburger in the pool. I mean, they had like a
I draw the line there. Like, don't eat in the pool because I don't want your lettuce and your tomato.
I held the basket. I didn't get a mess in the pool.
No, but some people do.
Well, some people are animals.
Yeah.
I ate nicely.
I like the beach at a resort, okay? I do like the beach where we go in New Jersey, but only first thing in the morning.
It's like a fucking mile long.
Only first thing in the morning or at like the 4 or 5 o'clock hour in the evening, which I can never be at that time, which is really my favorite time because everybody's cleared out, it's warm, but the sun isn't like beating on you. I don't
like the benches on the boardwalk where I can watch and see the water and not actually have to get down on the fucking sand.
No, every once in a while I want to be in, like walk in the sand, but I don't want to donkey down, as you say. No, that's for the fucking birds. And when you have kids, that's even worse. When you're you are really donkeying down. I mean, you need a donkey and a wee donkey.
Joe and I both were like, why did we do this? Why did we ever do this? Like I like to be in beach towns. I like the ambiance. Like, we love Cape Cod. We like to see the ocean. We like to hear the ocean. I like the fresh sea air.
Oh, yeah.
But god damn it, that, like, mile-long beach. Like, so when we were dating and first married, we used to go to New Jersey, near Atlantic City.
Wildwood is a huge long beach.
We used to go to Brigantine. And, we could park the car, like, right near the beach. Go out on it a little bit. It wasn't quite as big. There's a bathroom. Like, it was very easy. Also, because we didn't do the umbrella in the tent, I don't think. We just kind of like sat there and baked in the sun. But now I'm a little bit more cautious about the,
sun.
The sun.
The damage.
A little bit. I like to be tan, though.
Everybody looks better with a tan. Like,
especially these arms. These arms look better fucking tan. These fuckers have to be tan.
My Irish skin is either pale or it's got the red pink. Look, I'm hot because it's hot out here and I'm like, red.
Do you not tan? You are fairer than me.
I am. You have mom's skin.
I have more mom's skin.
Mom gets like
I'll burn. I'll fry a little bit right in the beginning of the summer, but then it turns into a lovely brown tan.
No, I fry and then keep
You do fry.
And yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, so anyhow, what was I saying?
The hair. I don't know. We're talking about tonking down the beach. I don't even know. I don't know.
So yeah. But it's nice. Some of those resorts, and I wouldn't want to do this because I don't want to spend all day when I'm at a resort on the beach. because I want to meander down there, get in the water like we did when we were in Turks, and come back to the pool and hang out in the pool and do all my business at the pool, which is really just reading and getting the sun. But those people have those so that you're not donkeying down. I like that term. They have somebody else schlepping your stuff down. Like a pool boy kind of thing. Not a pool boy, but like the beach boy. The beach boy.
Come carry my
They
things.
take all of your stuff. They've got like all of these bags.
Fuck that. It's just not, I'm not doing it. Well, the thing that I don't like about the resorts are the people that go out there in the morning and put their shit on the thing.
Fuck
so
you.
you can't get a fucking place to sit.
Fuck
you
you for doing
if
that.
it's not available when you, well, first of all, so Joe and I are not
Just
really,
because you're running out at 6 a.m. because you're up and you're not sleeping in and enjoying your vacation, don't reserve 10 of them with your blankets.
on our honeymoon, we were in Hawaii. We were at, I would never stay at a resort.
God, that makes
there
me
again.
hostile.
I'm not really a resort person. It depends. But the travel agent that we used to do our honeymoon for us were way overcharged. A, B, like we're not in Hawaii to sit by a fucking pool.
Right.
Sit by the pool at your house. I'm not going to Hawaii to sit by a pool. So we didn't. One day at one hotel, we went to the pool and we couldn't sit by the pool because everybody had a thing. Like there were a lot of people there, but then the rest were just taken up with people's shit, waiting all day for them to get there.
I
Fuck
moved that shit.
Right?
After
I
a
was
couple
so
hours,
hostile.
nobody there, I move it.
Well,
Fuck
they had
you.
a swim up bar, so finally we just went to that and just hung out there. But so when we went to Jamaica, we were there and it was February when we were there, so that was like we could easily like go and sit by the pool. The place was also huge. There were like different buildings or whatever, so we basically had one whole pool like kind of to ourselves with a nice little covered area. Yeah, it was lovely. And then we go to the beach. The beach was like literally right there also, like on the other side of the pool.
Right.
And there's like a restaurant and then the pool. And then in Antigua, I don't know that we went. We went to, we hung out at the pool, but again, we were like in the pool.
Right.
Like it was hot, so we were like,
I'm in the pool.
Right.
Like when we were in a resort, I'm in the pool
I'm not
because
laying
it's
my
bloody
fat
hot.
ass on a fucking lounge chair for the whole world to see me all sprawled out like that. All my glory. No. I'm in the water, staying cool. While
I
I'm
need
sucking
someone
down
needs to come up with a
drinks.
waterproof thing to put your book in that you can hold that's not
I'm
heavy.
sure they have one.
And because I want the actual book, I don't want the Kindle or the iPad.
I'm sure there
I need
is such
something.
a thing. But no, we were there making friends, and that's where we met Sarah and Wayne, and we were having a great time frolicking with our friends. And then we got out and we played shuffleboard, maybe, or I remember there were tarantulas. That was fucking horrifying. But I found out tarantulas are not poisonous. So like all those movies,
Don't they bite you?
Well,
I mean, that fucking spider's this big.
I mean, and they were crawling up out of holes in the ground. I mean, it was it was really like these giant hairy spiders crawling up out of the ground. I mean, the first time we saw them, we all like shit our pants. We're like, what the fuck is that going on? And then we were Googling it and come to find out, like all those movies you saw that
Then
tarantulas
why do
will
they
bite you and kill you. It is a lie.
Why do they make them so scary? What about the Black Widow? Isn't that poisonous?
Why don't the Black Widow isn't like that fucking big crawling?
I don't know,
all
but a
over
spider
around.
that is this big, that's hairy, that I got a problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like out of Harry Potter. Like they were fucking terrifying.
What was the spider's name that died?
I know. I can never remember.
Aragog?
Aragog, yes. Farewell, Aragog. The body will decay.
That was.
I love. That's the
best.
best speech. This is the best.
What one was that? Half-Blood Prince?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yes, maybe.
Nothing makes me happier than to turn on the TV and have a Harry Potter marathon.
Right?
As my son will tell you, Patrick, Mom, we own all of them. Why are you?
So
or
do
you
we.
can even go on Netflix or whatever and they won't have
No,
commercials.
I want the commercial because then I can get up and go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
I'm like, no, I want the commercials.
Without having to pause, I can get up and go to the bathroom. Yeah.
And you would think that I would know them by heart, but I don't. Like I just saw
don't.
something new
I read the books twice, and I should know it. I think also because when I watch them,
I'm doing
it's usually I'm doing something else, but there's also always like a marathon, so it's like one after the other.
Right.
So I'm not paying close attention. So like the first one I know, the last two I know. It's all like one like split into two.
I don't like
the middle ones all kind of run together.
I don't like the second one, the Chamber of Secrets.
I like that one.
I don't like that one. I like the first one, Chamber of Secrets. I'm like, eh. And my favorite is Half-Blood Prince, and then Order of the Phoenix.
The Half-Blood Prince, that is the best book. And that movie chaps my ass because that movie does not include all of the book.
Well,
there's a lot left out from the book.
Why did they leave it
I don't
out?
know. They just can't include it all. And there was so much more information in the book That was my favorite book of all of them.
I should.
And then the
read that.
movie, I told Joey she read it because like there's so much
I haven't
more.
read any
They like
of them.
explain stuff about Voldemort and whatnot.
Do you have to read all the other ones so that you can understand what's going on in that 5th book?
I like to read the books. This is first of all, I'm not a read the book and see the movie person. I do not do both, with the
Oh.
exception of Harry Potter, because I read the books first. I read the first book on my way to Spain with Rosanna. I read it on the bus on the way because I'm like hearing all about this, right? It had been out for like a little
Right,
while.
especially in Europe, it had been out.
It had been out for a little while, and so I took the book with me to read because I'm like, well, I hear it's really good, and it looked like a kid's book or whatever. But it was because it's and it was more kid friendly
Right,
because he starts off as a 10-year-old. It's appropriate for a 10-year-old.
By the time they get to Deathly
Oh, it's not
Hollows,
fucking,
I don't.
it's- no,
There's
no.
a lot of death.
Because I remember reading Deathly Hallows, like sitting like on my bed in my apartment, reading it one night, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding?" Like they killed Voldemort. I'm like, what the fuck? This went like really, really dark, like really dark, like
Fast.
really dark, right? Fast, right? I mean, I was not.
This made a bad turn.
I mean, they got
fast.
darker and darker as like he got older, but like that, or was it actually? Wait, that one, but no, when they killed Cedric. When they killed Cedric,
That
I
was the Goblet of
baffled.
Fire.
Goblet of Fire. That was the one where I'm like, also with Deathly Hallows, I couldn't believe they killed off Dumbledore. But when they killed off,
You probably just gave it away.
if you haven't fucking seen Harry Potter by now, I mean, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Watch it anyway. But this was so I read the series before I ever saw any of the books, any of the movies, and it is the only one where I like the books and the movies.
Oh, well, that's good.
Because the movies did a really good. They did a
The
good job with the
screenplays.
movies. They didn't like change a bunch of shit.
They just
left
excluded.
out stuff, but they didn't include. And so the Half-Blood Prince talks a lot about Voldemort when he's younger and like how he kind of came to be. That's just kind of left out of that movie
Oh, well, I would like
or
to know
brushed
that.
upon it, like just a little bit, but like.
I'd like to know
Like
a little
the
bit more
ring,
about
like
the whole cruxes.
Right, and so they like the ring that makes his hand
Turns.
right because they put the Horcrux in it.
Right.
But like where that came about,
Right.
how it
So
came
the
about
book
in his
tells you that?
family. Yes.
Ah.
So it goes into a lot more detail, and it is my favorite book of the whole
I'd have to
series.
find it.
But then and that movie, I love that one, but it chats my ass at the same time because they omit so much stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Wait, I have to
Okay.
before we go because
I know,
we do
we
have
do
to
need to
go.
wrap this
But
up. Oh my
I
God.
want everybody to see. These were selling on
It's so
eBay.
absurd.
These were selling on eBay for like
well,
$1,000.
that's because people are fucking idiots.
The mini pastel Trader Joe bags, which on the West Coast,
How much were they? At Trader Joe's?
$2.99. $2.99 each.
$3. And some asshole selling them for $1,000.
Because out in the West Coast, people
Oh,
lined
fuck.
up like a half a mile long, 3 hours before the store opened. Listen, folks, here and there was a big thing here in the Northeast. There were plenty in the stores, but I got them because they're cute. They made like a cute Easter basket thing. I get it, but like,
She gave me one.
who in the hell is selling this for $1,000 on eBay? And I
Well,
haven't
who's buying it?
I haven't looked, but who is buying that?
Well, when I told Joe that, he goes, "Well, why don't you list yours then?"
Yeah, why didn't I list mine? I'm not listing
No,
it.
he told me to list the one you gave me.
I know, but I'm not. Who's gonna pay that much?
Well, it's handy. It's a good size, and it's
I
handy.
know, but just call your friend and say, "Can
And
you run
then
into the one in Nashville and pick it
I'm
up
not
for me?"
like digging for a plastic bag because now also plastic.
We're not allowed
bags
to
are,
use
like,
plastic
we don't
anymore.
Have, yeah, plastic bags are hard. I have a box of 1,000 upstairs. 'Cause
Like the ones from the grocery store. I have to say,
right,
they're
but
not
I bought
environmentally
a
friendly,
box of them
but I
to
love
put
them.
my outgoing packages in, so that they're all contained, and the mail person can just take the bag. Anyway, okay. So on that note, we need to wrap this fucker up. I gotta get my meal in the crock pot.
Can't wait to hear about the vacay.
I will. When you see this, I will actually return from vacay, but I will give the vacay breakdown. I'm gonna sneeze. Shit. Hang on.
Don't sneeze.
Fuck. The vacay breakdown.
The bad pollen.
Next week. Oh, the pollen. Right. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.